Good morning, Crystal from the Rain Dance Ranch. May 25th, 2024. The corn has been planted. Now, I bought this at a nursery and they came with 3 corns in each pot. And I thought about dividing them and making it bigger. However, I have a suspicion that it's better, they're doing this to choose the strongest one and then you cut the other 2 down. So I was afraid to lose them all by splitting them. And so I'm just gonna do that cut method, the thinning. And I think I'd like to get another 6-pack and do a succession grow in 2 weeks, maybe 3. So hopefully I can find some more of these. If not, I may plant some seeds. So we'll see. But we're gonna let these grow for at least a week. It could be 2 more. Well, you know what? Sometime this week I'm going to come in with the cowpeas because I already have them. And then I'm probably gonna wait until I get everything. I don't know. Then I might smatter these things around, the chives. And I guess I'll let little nasturtium over there go until it just doesn't want to go anymore. But yeah, I'd actually like to try to do like succession corn. But I think we need to wait at least 2 more weeks, if not 3, because I want to have corn, because I think what'll happen now, I've never grown corn, but I've watched a lot of videos, so that does not make me an expert. It just gives me clues. I noticed that a lot of people, they plant corn all at the same time, but the corn does not necessarily become harvestable right away. And I think that they make multiple corns, but it seems like I read somewhere that you only get 1 corn per stalk. So I just don't know for sure. I'm playing a guessing game, and I've done a lot of research, and I just don't have it all down pat. And you know, you hear a little bit different from different people and all that. So, and you know, your situation could always be different. That's what you hope for. And you know, in California, you can hope for different. I mean, look at this place. Look at this. Look at this butterfly garden over here. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, the video doesn't even do it justice. It's just, I'm in love with that. And so this 3 Sisters is gonna look good. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully we'll get some corn. And maybe I'll do some more research on the corn before I decide to try to do a succession grow, because maybe that's not really necessary and I can continuously harvest corn off of these into the fall. Okay, now there was one other thing I was talking about, and then I remembered, I forgot it as I was talking about it. Oh yeah, here's the thing with the cowpeas. They're one of the better nitrogen fixers. And you can just pick them up at the grocery store real fast, you know. And you can just keep a big jar of them and just grab them when you need them. And the thing is when you plant the beans or peas, or whatever it is you're planting in a 3 Sisters, those beans and peas like that, they're going to be utilizing all of the nitrogen that they're fixing, right? And I'm not going to explain what that means for those of you who don't know, but it basically adds nitrogen, or it has some kind of nitrogen superpowers in terms of collecting it out of the air and being able to utilize it. But it utilizes itself for its own growth. It's not, while it's growing in the ground, it's not actually adding any nitrogen to anything else. However, if you cut them before they bloom, you can chop and drop them, throw them into compost, that kind of thing. I think that the best thing is just chop and drop, but you know, do what you want for your situation. You know, every situation is different. And then that will add nitrogen to the soil. You could probably even just mix it in as you cut them and just keep adding them and adding them. And then, even then, it might take a little while for whatever plants are growing around them to benefit from that nitrogen. But you want to start the process so you're constantly adding nitrogen to the soil. And after, 6 months, a year, I don't know. But, ideally, and what seems to happen, I see a pattern. People who start developing their soil with chop and drop and adding stuff to it, like the next year, the soil just gets a little easier to grow in, and the next year, even better. And, when you're starting a garden, you want to constantly be adding things into the soil. That seems to be the best way to go. Like, you could buy soil that's supposed to be really good, and maybe it has a lot of good qualities, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. If you got the money and the day to deal with it and all that, or the time to deal with like big huge loads of it and getting it put where it needs to be and all that, that's great. But you still, even with some kind of purchased soil, you still want to continue practicing keeping it built up. And I feel like the chop and drop should start right away, because it's just the easiest thing to do. You're out in the garden anyways, just cut something down, pinch it off, drop it on the ground, you're done, right? And you can even do that with weeds. Like, if you can get your weeds before they go to seed, just lay them on the ground, and they will quickly turn brown, and then they'll just look mulchy eventually. But anyways, I'm super stoked about this Native American garden here at the Chino Community Garden in Chino, California. And it's gonna be great. And look at the sunflower and the baby's breath. I can't even believe how pretty those are. Okay, so here we have squash. I don't know what kind. Looking at it, I'm not confident that it's zucchini, because I don't remember my zucchini looking like that. But I had zucchini one time and it had that silveriness on it, but I don't remember it being shaped like that. So, but maybe it was. I've only grown zucchini once. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna plant the squash somewhere. I don't know where yet. I mean, I could say where I think I want it, but I have to deal with pumpkins too, and I need to get those moved. So not really sure. Like, am I gonna plant them here and here and then try to leave everything else for pumpkins, or just do those like over here? Or do I want to maybe even put them right here in the middle and then have the beans out? I might do them in the middle and have the beans out. I just don't know. Okay, Crystal from the Rain Dance Ranch. Super excited about the Three Sisters Garden coming soon. Have a great day. When it rains, go out and dance.